I feel pulled to talk about the mushroom. The mushroom. So let me tell you my experience with the mushroom. The first experience that I had with the mushroom was 5 grams, and what it feels like, and that's been a common feeling for all of my trips. But the number one thing that happens inside of my soul, my body, my awareness is the awareness of the body. I myself always start breathing and start looking at my body top down view. And then what the mushroom does is it makes you feel like you're going through a small allergic reaction of heat waves, sweats kind of thing that just comes up. And often, if I'm not in the right and climate environment, I tend to get cold, and I allow everything. The point with the mushroom is you allow the feeling to enter your body, to go through your mind, your third eye, your soul. And I've had difficulty often keeping my eyes closed because the intensity of the sensations in your body arising um, is intense. And if you are, like moi, depressed, full of anxiety, and fearful of decision making, etc., etc., it shows you right away what your discomforts are. And that's amazing. Like, that is such an amazing tool if you are willing to look at it with all of your awareness, all of your might, and just go through what you need to go through. Easier said than done. I've been thinking of like my next trip, and I've been delaying it. It's intense. Um, so often I call what I call the monkey dance. It's always you start dealing with the body, and the way I see it, and I wanted to share about that experience is I did a mushroom trip one time, and guides started to come in, animal guides started to come in my trip, and I've been wanting that type of experience where I could experience another energy, another soul, another thing coming inside of me. I want to experience God personally, and I didn't get a chance yet to do so, but I wanted to experience others. You hear it all the time in trip reports with Duncan Trussell or whatever, that little gnomes come in and it's like, today we're going to do some work, and they feel like they're going digging. Or if you do NNDMT and you're able to go through the door and go on the other side and get the lizard people or whatever coming to help you out with the trauma that you have in your soul slash body slash illusion, you know. So the owl comes in and makes me stand into like straight up attention as I'm breathing and feeling the intensity. That trip was 3.5 grams of very strong mushroom that I grew, the golden teacher. They were tiny, and they say the smaller the mushroom. So I was staying in attention, and the owl, I felt like my eyes whoop, and not just my eyes, like my awareness, the third eye, just expanded, and I could see the discomfort that I was in. Just like the owl when it eats a mouse and it has to live with a mouse not digested in its belly, right here and there. Even though it's dead, it still has claw. It's uncomfortable, but it is what it is. So I was staying in attention and being inside the mushroom and seeing it for what it is. And the beginning mushroom is always about, for me, again, everybody's body awareness journey is different. Like, if you everybody's journey is so different, so I really appreciate the uniqueness of my journey and others people. I love listening to other people's journey. And I was standing in attention, big awareness, and it turned that awareness on me at the idea that what is, when it comes to my body, is for me to learn, to grow, to just to be, okay, whatever the reason we're here, that, don't think about it, just be. And I was, and as soon as I surrendered to the feeling of discomfort, the body I am not a fan of the body at this point. Knowing that I'm gonna die, knowing that I'm flesh and blood, that at any point in time I could become blind and shit like that, uh, I'm not enjoying it. I'm learning, you know, I love experiencing, I love doing trips, I love going on. It's just the idea of biology. You know, I don't like snot. I don't mind blood. I find like it tastes salty good, but like it's gross. I don't like shit. I don't like disgustingness. Um, so the owl was teaching me at the beginning. You go into yourself and you die. So the next trip that I want to do, I really want to have to die. And I know how to do it by just looking inward and allowing and surrendering. And when I did that, the mushroom gives you such a beautiful gift of your feelings, whatever your feelings are, even if it's discomfort, even if it's pure fucking trauma and fear, and you're going through such a hard time, you, it becomes a bliss. Every feeling in the known universe has a base of love, and no matter what judgment, perception you have towards that feeling, when you just surrender to it and you just look and hear and feel what, like that, what is. And sometimes it's, like I said, and I experience that all the time, pure fear of, for me, it's choking. It always goes to choking. I'll get it. The trauma, I'll get it. And so that's the beginning part of the mushroom for moi. And then after, if ever you surrender to it, and you're not in your mind, there's not one thought after one thought after one thought, and you have your inner monologue going from one thought to another. If you're able to focus, then you go into the direction of ego death, surrendering, and the lessons there are more from the heart and more from, I mean, I didn't experience it, so I can't really talk. I just, like, you know, when you know, you know. So I'm excited. But it's like, it's preparation for death, right? It's meditation, preparation for death. It shows you every psychedelic is preparation for that, in my opinion. And if you have thoughts, and let's say you're having a good time, your eyes are open, and you're already in your mind, you're having a good flow of conversation with, that will continue. But the beauty about the mushroom is it will expand. It will expand your mind and bring in the unknown, the spirituality, the insanity, the letting go, the surrender. And it has lessons after lessons, like very vocal lessons of nonstop, boom, 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 and it's enjoyable. And if you're in nature, then you know you could go into like, it breathing with you and having the experience to breathe with the trees and talking to them. And seriously, insanity, creativity, is not a bad thing. We encourage it, entertainment, as all. Let's do it inside our mind, inside in the public, and say, hey, look at this. I am insane. I am talking to this tree right now, and it's telling me how beautiful you are, or your shoes untie, or something like that. And the person being like, that's crazy, awesome. Like, I'm not experiencing that right now, but the placebo effect, why not? Like, yes. And then people could just be free and walk around with whatever. Like, everybody wants to be a wizard, everybody wants to be an elf, everybody wants to be a kid, everybody just enjoy the process. And the other part that comes with the mushroom is the reality of everything, right? um, so in my experience, I got this, but I also got the other way of like, the warrior exists for a reason inside your body, right? And the mushroom, when I do the monkey business at the beginning, when I go through, it's because I need to go through the part of me that is the ego, or well, not the ego, let's call it the male archetype. The male, I don't like it because I like a nice soft male too, like where I can cuddle like a big teddy bear. Love those males. So let's call him the warrior. It has to be the warrior, because a warrior in battle kills, period. And you have to bring in anger, to be able to do the blow, to be able to really do it without creating any trauma, but having an honor about it, like the samurai, or the so you're always centered, but it's the anger is there, the warrior is there, the need to protect oneself for survival and others, and I would do anything about it to do it, right? The Mike Tyson mentality, I would die for this. That's honor. That's the true warrior. And that's the mushroom part will show you that. And are you willing to see that? Because everything is I love the mushroom. It shows you everything, and you can't escape it. With all of the media and everything that we, there's creativity in your mind like there is no tomorrow. So that creativity has to be yours, has to be taken by your soul. Like it's your creativity. So be insane and allow yourself to surrender to that insanity and just enjoy the fucking process and be crazy with me. And fuck it, you know? Um, I love you so much, guys. Thank you for listening. The mushroom. The mushroom. There's so much more. I'm just gonna do part one. The mushroom. Monkey and Frank, baby. Yeah.